Hello, welcome to this video by Indicator Vault. And in this video today, we are going to go over the Trendmaster Pro by Indicator Vault. That's what this TM up here is for, Trendmaster. And we can see all these lines right here, and they look like they are moving averages. They are not moving averages. This indicator is based on linear regression and is pulling a number of data points. And I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that except to point out what these are. And the red is a slow convolution curve. The blue is a fast convolution curve. And the green is a very fast convolution curve. Of course, you can see how they are crossing and either increasing up or decreasing down. And this is also painting signals. Now, the buys will paint when the fast is above the slow, or even when all three are increasing, but it is also taking into account volume as well to paint these signals. And so, of course, as the name suggests, this is helping identify the trend and where the next impulsive move is going to occur. So let's get into an example here and just a very quick, simple confirmation. And we'll also go into some other indicators that will work well with this. So we see here all of these increasing, and we have a buy signal here. So all the criteria has met to paint on this. But remember, this is identifying the trend. So we are waiting for retracements. This is identifying that the next impulsive move is going to be towards the upside. But of course, price does not just run in a straight line up or down. It is always going to retrace as well. So we get that signal. We find our current range from this low to this high that price is in. We get a retracement, and look at that. Just wicks into the discount side of the range before taking off again. Bounces right off of that equilibrium of the range. And so just that alone, and we're on the NASDAQ 4-hour chart. Get a strong move up, take that off. We get another identifying the trend as well here. Look at that as well. Just perfectly wicks before the next impulsive move up. And then, of course, wicks down below once more, and then a super strong move up. And so just right here alone, just in this segment of price action, all you needed to identify was the trend, which is what the Trendmaster is helping us with, and then just the range and where discount and premium is, and just trading in the discount of the range. And now for some other indicators that can help with this. And so we know the market is going to be doing three things. It is either an uptrend, it is a downtrend, or it is going to be consolidating. And I have here the triangular pivot from Indicator Vault as well. And this is going to identify, descending or ascending triangle patterns to identify breakouts. And this is going to be great for when the market is moving out of consolidation, which we see very often in triangular patterns. So when it moves out of consolidation, it's going to then find the next trend. And so identifying maybe a potential bullish breakout of a triangle pattern, which we see here. Let me turn the Trendmaster off just to make it more clear. We have the ascending triangle pattern here, identifies the breakout. Then when I turn the Trendmaster back on, look at that. We then soon have the Trendmaster identifying bullishness as well. We do see a very deep retracement into the range. But even this I have the 61.8 level on here. You can kind of see it through the candles. And we can see price never even closes below that. That is the most popular, Fibonacci level. But we do see a long wick deep into discount, but never takes the low before continuing its strong up move. So again, the triangular pivot can be a great indicator to pair with this, with the Trendmaster, because it will also help identify where the consolidation is. Now, obviously, just looking at price action, we can clearly see it's been consolidating, but it's identifying as well a high probability triangular pattern with the upside breakout, with confirmation of moving up. And we see that. And then these two examples here are what I just went over in the beginning. This signal, retracement into discount, moves up. Another up signal signifying the uptrend is continuing. Retracement into discount, impulsive move up. And now here we are on the S&P 500 E-mini futures chart. We're on the 4-hour as well. And I've got here the natural momentum indicator from Indicator Vault. And this one can be great for, identifying where the dips are, where the retracement may end, or where upside is going to start increasing. So just in this quick example here, we see prices, dip down below, lots of red momentum. We do see, some bearish signals here, but we're not really having a clearly defined range. And also price is kind of telling us, as we can see, it's dipping well below the zero line here with lots of bearish momentum that, price is probably starting to exhaust. And of course, we see that with these long wicks here. And so we're not as confident in these here. But then a little bit of consolidation moves up. And then what do we see here? We see this, the green line with the natural momentum indicator. And then finally it's crossing above the zero line, obviously with the green line, telling us that price, is picking up strong bullish momentum. And right after, it crosses the zero line, what do we see here? The Trendmaster Pro has picked up that a bullish trend is now in the works. So now that we have those confirmations, what do? We find the range that price is in from this low to this high. We are expecting a retracement. Again, price always retraces, even in an uptrend. You can see strong downward movement just to, retrace and make price efficient. And here we have a wick right below the equilibrium, the 50% line, into discount, and then takes off with a strong move up. And then for our last example, we're still here on the S&P 500 4-hour chart, kind of same price action as we just went over, but I now have the order block gen indicator on. And so the Trendmaster is going to help us find the next uptrend or downtrend, but the order blocks are going to help us find where that significant price action of typically which highs or which lows should hold, and where we can, reasonably expect price to retrace to. So if you don't want to necessarily use Fibonacci as much, to mark out premium and discount, as far as retracement levels, this will be a great way to find that. So for instance, Trendmaster Pro with this arrow here finds the uptrend. Right as that is happening, we then see the order block gen find this order block. Now price doesn't immediately retrace to it, but that doesn't mean that this still is not significant. It still holds a lot of significance based on how close these two are together. And of course, we see that retracement back into the order block, And we have high confidence that this one will hold based on the confluences of the uptrend starting here and with its order block here. So we see retracement with another strong move up. And we see a very small one here. This is kind of in overnight, some hours and during a consolidating week. But we see a bullish order block form here, move up. Right as this candle closes, we have the trend master identifying basically the next move is going to be an up one. At least that is going to be the highest probability move. The very next candle was to do retraces right to the order block before creating another higher high. And then we see price retrace back down to this same order block that we are waiting for. And price just continues to move up in a very strong way with just other confluences of order blocks and the trend master identifying trends as well. So I hope this video was helpful. Again, this is the Trendmaster Pro by Indicator Vault. A great tool just really for giving certain biases of, is today going to be an up day or a down day? And then, of course, there's a number of other indicators they have that can help be more precise when it comes to entries and exits. So until next time, best of luck trading.